Yes.
Oh, here tonight. Oh, shit.
God, last week was incredible, and I don't think any Pies of AP will ever top it. If I'm being honest.
What was that?
Our Plain John.
Oh, you mean the ending?
Yeah, that was so good. It was great. Our fake Pharasma guiding us through the boneyard.
Oh, Rasma.
Is it a drinking game? Is it a arm wrestle? Who the fuck knows?
It's 7 minutes in heaven.
I mean, 7 minutes in purgatory, I think.
7 minutes in the boneyard.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can you see that photo again? She was so good.
Right,
She's in images. You can take a peek.
We'll get to that in the recap.
Okay.
In the recap, but yes, I will. We'll flash it once more, just for you.
Thank you.
The mod, for all your hard work that you do. Right. So, what is going on right now? Ooh, well, very arduous journey through the underworld.
Word.
To a different sort of underworld.
Yeah.
Under the
What
under.
they say in the underbelly of Absalom, these last few areas, the grand city of Absalom. Yeah, I mean, not really anything worth, notably mentioning. Just a lot of crazy, weird shit under the ground. Ghouls and smugglers and dark folk. Caligny, as we shall refer to
Caligny.
them. Dismembered, fiendish heads floating on bat wings that just love to French kiss.
And I'm sure it's done and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's perfectly fine.
Everybody's
Nobody
fine.
has any diseases or multiple diseases.
No.
Nope.
Not at all. I mean, we did see Wendelin, remove a tuft of hair, but I don't think anybody may have saw that.
Everybody
or not.
should,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
happens.
she's weird,
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
telling me,
Yep. You found some things also in a pit of dead bodies, which, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
an
kind of
ever-burning
weird,
torch,
isn't it?
and
Just a bunch of dead bodies down there. What's that all about?
well, I think we decided that whatever the creepy octopus thing had eaten them, and then they fell down the waterfall.
I think it's a dumping
But
ground.
also,
Yeah,
it also could be people disposing of corpses, or even throwing people they don't like to the monster.
Yeah.
We don't know.
By the entrance, or the back entrance, no less.
literal, actual, factual trash can.
Yeah.
You found some things in the pit.
We went dumpster diving.
Went dumpster diving.
Did?
Yeah.
You
Got a
sure
little
did?
statue.
Oh, that's right. We got an Onyx dog figurine that we don't know what it is yet.
It'll be whatever it is. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Are you saying that because you feel like you don't know?
I mean, just a hunch.
And I don't know what else was down there. I forget.
The torch and the
Oh,
dog
and
and maybe a potion?
some
No.
bracers.
Oh.
Leather bracers. Oh my god. My monk.
Oh, yes.
got a-
Unusual.
Got a set of bracers.
Just to accessorize with, or?
No, they're apex items. Raise strength by 2. You don't get those things in Pathfinder until endgame.
Yeah, 17 is,
He
I think,
pets
they're
items.
17 or whatever.
Yeah, and it's all Harrow focused. It's so cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I'm really enjoying Stolen Fate. Yeah. So then, I guess you guys put your costumes on and entered the den of scum and villainy
Wretched Hive.
to find seeing like you're coming into like a boneyard,
We found
graveyard,
God.
tombstones everywhere, and a spiral staircase, and sitting atop is this eccentric woman who is clearly taking on the persona of Pharasma, welcoming you to the House of Plains. And I believe as you were entering, there was somebody in a grave positioned right in front, an open grave, and with a coffin, and the coffin like lid flies open, and the dirt kind of spills everywhere, and the person is like hyperventilating, and
Oh, that's right.
people are laughing, clinking glasses, softly clapping, booing, hissing. All, from the shadows. There's these small little tables are, dimly lit, giving the room really, mysterious kind of glow where the focus is more on the spire itself. And yeah, that was her there. No, naughty. That's what she's saying.
I appreciate that she went to the time to apply makeup for her face and chest, but like literally not her arms.
That is exactly, yeah.
Just not
Just-
feeling it. Yep.
Just
Yeah.
not feeling it. Phoning it in.
Just so you know, it's not the real. She doesn't want to offend the real friends.
I doubt the real person would give a shit. But you know what? You go, girl.
Probably not.
Also, she could really work on the like fading to her like high cheekbones.
Yeah.
Get some fucking eye contact so you can
Oh.
get that real like milk.
I just realized I misspelled tentacle. Whoops! I gotta go fix
Yes,
that.
you did. I didn't want to tell you because
I wasn't even half aware of that when I typed that in. Okay.
Where did you write tentacle?
on the title for
the
last week's
title.
spell.
Yeah.
I just copied
Oh.
and pasted. I'm so sorry.
No, I just looked at it. I'm like, wait, that's not right. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Tentacle.
It's an A instead of an I.
Okay.
Tentacle.
Tentacles for you. Okay. So that's kind of where we left off. Your assignment in review is to do what? I've talked enough.
We are here on a fact-finding mission. Ideally, if everything goes according to plan, which I should not have said out loud, we have no need for violence while in here. Our number one goal, is to figure out what happened to the Minkians. That's priority numero uno. If we manage to find out more information, it's going to be real good to know if we can figure out where other folks are disappearing. And tertiary to all that, our dear, sweet stick of a detective wants us to keep an eye out for Jeremy Hoff and see if you can find out anything about what he's up to.
Yeah, and I think she just wants general intel on the club in general.
Mhm.
Yeah, she
Because
wants
she's
to
never
know
been
if
able
he's,
to come
like,
in.
if he's enjoying himself after the breakup. It's really.
No, but like, did he say anything about me?
Yeah. Does it look like Does he
But
look
did
like
I
he's
win?
her or like?
I won though,
Is he
right?
Yeah, I won.
Savara's like, what are you talking about?
He's ugly now. Thank God.
And
Oh.
what else were you coming to find from German Hoff? Was
Literally,
I don't know if I missed you saying that because I don't think I heard it.
The main thing was we know he's connected, or we are pretty sure he's connected to the Minkyans because he was their like broker for housing.
He may be the last person. He's the last person that you know they went to go talk to.
Right.
and our
Oh, that's right.
secondary-
Yeah, they were going to petition him for better housing.
Yes. Then our secondary objective is to see if we can find out anything about all the other missing folks. And tertiary is, yo, what's Germanov up to? Eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji.
German Hoff, yes, a notorious. Why don't we let Randy tell us who German Hoff is? Since Wendelin is the one who knew this stuff beforehand.
That's right.
Did I stump you? Or
Can you hear us?
Might not have heard you.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
oh, I said, why don't you tell us about German Hoff?
German Hoff. He is the scum of the earth.
Mhm.
He is
Sure.
a what was the word they used? Facilitator, I think was the word. Of
broker?
construction projects.
Yeah.
Labor.
It was labor specifically. Okay. So for labor hiring and whatnot,
Labor broker, yeah.
known to be very corrupt, but still used because even with the skimming and whatever, he still does things like under budget or something like that. So he still does a very good job despite the fact that he's crooked.
Under budget, ahead of schedule. That's what
He
a city like Absalom. Those
They get
those
promoted.
talents are, very very much rewarded.
his home base is in the location where we currently find ourselves, which is normally something that cannot be infiltrated, but we're going in anyways. Thanks to some info we got from a kobold.
Some random kobold.
And
Yes. Oh.
Yeah. And I think Valera had some information too. She just had not actually been able to act on it.
I don't think she knew about the back door. I think
Okay.
she wanted us
Right.
to. She couldn't find a way in because she couldn't get in the front door, and she couldn't get anyone else in the front door. So once we're inside, the thought was that one, we won't be recognized because we're new. Two, that once we're inside, we're inside. So like we're supposed to be there. We just have to act like we belong.
There was something too about she couldn't go in because she would be recognized.
So yeah, she's pretty well known.
Right. So part of why she wanted us to go is we're nobodies.
You're
Exactly.
nobodies. You're nobody in this town. Correct. And you are all just a bunch of agents, police agents. For
Perfect. There
Edgewatch.
couldn't possibly be anybody there who will recognize Sephora.
No, not at all. That being said,
I'm sure nothing will go wrong here.
No. Perfectly to plan.
Don't worry, Kante's got 2 guns with her.
I almost panicked. Okay.
Left
It's definitely
and
loaded.
right.
I thought I accidentally erased this. Yes. Okay. So what are we and what's going on here? Well, you see, a tradition spanning over 4,000 years, the Radiant Festival of Absalom stands as a testament to the enduring spirit and cultural achievements of its people. This grand celebration, observed every century, symbolizes the city's strength and unity through countless sieges. After a long absence, the Radiant Festival has returned with unprecedented vibrancy, drawing attendees from all corners of the globe. Most join in the revelry, while others harbor darker intentions, eager to exploit the occasion to further their own villainous schemes. Standing in their way is a cobbled-together constabulary, sworn to protect and preserve the people of this great city. These courageous men and women are known as the Agents of Edgewatch. These are their stories.
I always do it one sentence too early.
I know, you always miss
same.
these are their stories, and so you gotta...
Well, you always pause like
And I'm
there
like,
it's
oh,
coming.
that's
and
okay.
And that's...
yeah, same for me.
These are the
It's
stories.
accurate. It's accurate.
The pause is good. It builds the tension.
Yes.
No, I
we were
agree.
Cognitive.
We're just so excited for the poem.
If we were in an actual
Yes.
cop show, what episode would we be on?
This is like episode 5.
5, 6? I was thinking like 6.
5 out of 13. This is episode 5 out of 13. Yeah.
What makes you
season
say
one.
that?
Like-
What is it an episodic cop show
The
thing?
overall
Like,
arc. Yeah.
Well, these are the stories. Kind of feels a
Here's
little
my-
episodic. So I was trying to figure out like.
Here's my pitch. Here's my pitch for episode 5, right? We've had 1 to 2 kind of like self-contained encounters with the kobolds and the menagerie. That's 1 episode each.
Mhm.
Then,
Yeah.
so that's 2 out of 4, right?
We also have the
So
intro.
first episode is the cold open, introduction of the characters, all that sort of stuff. Second episode is menagerie. Third episode is a little bit of character development and the initial investigation after we get accused of nonsense when the
Yep,
people start
yep.
going missing.
Mhm.
Fourth episode
Yep.
is the kobolds. Fifth episode is the rising action from the kobolds, leading to a mid-season finale under the ground with Jeremy Hoff. Thank you. I'll take the Emmy.
Yeah.
You meet
Yeah.
Pharasma.
Writes itself.
Cut to commercial break.
Mhm.
What a great last line to prepare. What was it? Prepare to be judged.
Mhm.
Oh, who's ready for some judgment?
Mhm.
I wrote that down
Who's
verbatim
ready for
because that was
some-
such a good line. And then, bam, blackout.
Thank you.
It's yeah, like exactly how Pharasma says it to people in real life too. Who's ready for some
In
judgment?
real life,
That's
yeah.
exactly ripped out of canon.
It was
Yeah.
very well done. Props to serve. Bottle cap.
Right, I'm gonna use that battle cat.
Since I gave it to you, you can't use it against
What
me.
would the anti-hero caps be? Villain cap? No,
Villain
not cap. Hero
Oh,
point.
kind of like
Villain
how in the
point.
Star Wars TTRPG, how you have like the light side points and or the force. that you can use.
Yeah, I like the Star Trek RPG thing
Yeah.
where they
That's what I mean.
how does it work? Like you build.
You pass them back and forth. So, like when the
Yeah.
PCs have them, they're light points, and then when you spin it, it turns into a dark point for
So that's
the.
exactly how
Like a
Yeah.
complication or like a something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you build complications as you succeed. Yeah. But nothing tops the Alien RPG when it comes to that because everything by design is supposed to go wrong. And even the book tells you as the GM, it's like, you decide if they fail the check. You can decide if they fail the check if it fits the story. Like, it's not like it's totally a narrative that is just so out of, like you have to know, you have to buy into it to really.
Mhm.
You're trying to play this game to survive. It's the wrong way to play it. You want
I
to.
feel like I
wanna
learned a
die
lot. the first
gloriously.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
gonna learn-
just
I'm
the
trying,
shit
yeah.
that's going on right now in the fucking game because we're deep into Act 2 now of the final scenario.
Your YouTube.
It is so fucking
screenshots
crazy.
Still say Bloodlords, by the way, for your.
I know it says coming
I'm
soon on there,
Just
but
letting you know. Okay, cool.
yeah. Anyway, back to what's going on here. Sorry about that tangent. So here we are standing before Pharasma. And
Ready
what-
to be judged.
And what do we see again? Let's recap these outfits that you were all wearing, okay? And let's just go start with Rachel?
Oh, I don't fucking remember. Somebody else dressed me. I'm the secretary. That's all I know, but I don't know what my outfit is.
Well,
Time to get creative. Hell yeah, think on your feet.
decide now.
I think.
Do you want us to come back?
Randy
Yes.
starts it, right?
Okay,
Yeah, I think Randy
Randy,
starts it. 'Cause,
Go ahead,
yeah,
Randy. I bet he could describe what everyone's wearing.
Gwendolyn is the.
All right. So what are we
So-
seeing here? As you
If,
what are the
if
people
I
in
recall,
this? Yeah.
if I recall, Wendlin was wearing something that I described as kind of a nicer version of Nancy from The Craft, which I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie, but it was. But there's a very certain like kind of vibe that she had, and that's kind of like what Wendolyn is, but like fancier.
The goth like.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
gothic. You know, probably some spikes. You know, her hair. I have her hair up in kind of a pompadour.
She
with
looks like she's
flat-
going to a Rocky Horror show.
something like that.
Okay.
A little nicer than that, but yes.
Okay.
Like, you know, if it was like a ball that was themed after Rocky Horror, it would be something along those lines. And then I believe Savro was dressed in like a pencil or like sheath dress or something like that. That was a dark color.
I really don't think we talked about it. We just decided that I was going to be posing as your secretary.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, whatever it would be, Nancy's secretary is what Savara is.
Nancy
Right?
wouldn't have secretary; she's too crazy. But yes, that's
Nancy's.
Oh my
Probably.
god. Oh my, you're so fast.
That's I love that movie, The Craft, by the way.
That's a good movie.
Oh man.
So yeah, I think that was it for me.
And then of course every good Wendolyn has wait, what's your name again? Not Wendolyn right now.
Jane was what we decided on.
I think so. Yeah.
Every great Jane has a bodyguard,
Yeah.
Hunty, who's going by the nickname Blind, because if you look at her wrong, she'll take out both your eyes. And as we're crawling into like gouge him out, not a poke. And as we're crawling out from this pit into this back door, she quickly just throws on like a slightly wrinkled shirt that's a little messy but not quite as torn up, kind of given that like rugged vibe. She has this like wart on her, or that's the word, like a welt on her cheek that's like purple and swollen. Snake creature, but it like adds to her aesthetic, like looking like tough and like grit under her nails. Her hair is a little undone. She crosses her arms, stands next to Jane, looks around.
Flanking Jane is Fiorina, who has dark hair, like blackish hair, and is dressed she's dressed like she's being paid to be here. You know, she's dressed in kind of rugged, more protective clothing. She's very clearly wearing some armor, like plating underneath, a heavy overcoat, and a very colorful orange and mule scarf. She looks Parisian, the way that somebody would be Parisian in a play, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So we all look out of place.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
But hopefully
I'm supposed
we
to
look
be
like we
muted
go
now.
together.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So things here. Okay. And let's take it over to the map, which there will most certainly not be combat in.
No.
Okay.
Oh
I'm
my
glad
god, and
you
the map was a
specified.
spiral. That was so good.
It was, yeah. There's
The planes of existence. So
yeah, the planes of existence seem to be arrayed around us, though we don't know yet. They're just dark little sequestered little quarters.
It's the neuron, that's what it looks like.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah. We're hanging out with the ribosomes.
Is that a good or bad thing?
It's fine. They're everywhere
No.
Okay.
Scattered throughout.
So
and fixed to the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Hi.
This entire operation, I guess, is of course going to, it's going to be role play, right? Shouldn't be, the combat is not here, not apparent. Like, you're not imminently going to be throwing down or anything. So
Savara pulls out a crossbow and shoots for us.
That's it. Liar!
False prophet.
That's it. She's trying to.
Let me show you how to kill a god.
You've heard about the God's Reign prophecies, right?
Is level 2.
You're next.
So, it's all right. So your objective here is to gather information, right? That is at its core.
Yes.
Okay.
And nothing else.
Right.
Yeah.
Now.
And maybe enjoy a dinner and a show.
Yeah.
Although it seems like to advance to the other levels or other planes, we have to pass some sort of test from Pharasma.
You have to explore Pharasma's. Never mind.
Right. So there
The
is
River
an
of Goals?
underlying mechanic here, because it's not just going to be gather information checks. Don't have diplomacy. Oh well. There are other. There's an underlying mechanic here where everyone should.
We're gonna have to meet a certain number of
Participate.
successes and stuff.
Well, not really, but there is a mechanic involved here.
Okay.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you all the information up front. We'll see how it plays out. If I feel like you kind of,
If we're struggling too bad.
yeah, but
Cool, I got my notes up.
okay. Okay. So this, yeah, okay. Okay, so there are lots of people here. You really can't make out any details unless you have dark vision and stuff, or low light. You'll be able to see them a little more clearly. It's just a host of different individuals. They all seem to be in different. Those who can see, can see different people in different levels of garb. Some look to be perhaps bodyguards. Others look to be maybe important individuals. You're not really focusing too much, because right now you guys are the focus of attention. Right now, everyone is looking at you guys, as you are now being called out by Pharasma himself.
Who's ready for some judgment?
Yeah. So. Sorry, give me one second.
Kanti, if assuming we can, I'm gonna kind of nudge Elena forward, kind of forcing her to stumble just a half step towards Pharasma.
I kind of noticed that interaction, and I'll just take a full step forward and just kind of fold my arms in front of myself and raise my eyebrows looking at Pharasma.
Okay.
Savara is very much just playing the ever-present at your whim, at Jane's whims, right there at her elbow.
Recording every
Ready,
note,
like,
every word.
yeah, like she looks like she's not saying anything, but she looks like she's just like ready to jump on anything that she's asked to do.
Okay. So she will look down at you. She's like, "You are sweet little honey babies. Look to be new here. Well, let me tell you how we do things here in the House of Plains. You are free to go about whatever room you wish. Within each room, a challenge awaits. Should you choose to accept it, you may gain some favor with the patron, and even perhaps be asked to sit at their table and share a drink, or swap tales of days past, victories accomplished, and defeat endured. Doing so will certainly raise your mettle in these lands, and perhaps give you special bonuses later on.
Ooh.
Yeah. This room, for instance, is my boneyard, you see? And if you wish to impress our patron, she gives a nod to someone in the shadows. You can face the challenge. She kind of gestures to the open coffin.
Oh boy, can't wait.
And what does this challenge entail? Just being buried alive?
And she tilts her head. Just? Let me tell you, I have seen many a soul collapse under the stress and the weight. Being buried alive. Who's to say you will even be rescued? Maybe we'll nail the boards shut right after you enter. Scream your little head off, cutie. No one's going to hear it out here in the boneyard.
I would keep you safe, Jane. Do not let this woman's lies cause you fear.
Oh, look at you! You muscular little thing, you! And she comes down the stairs, the spiral. And she reaches, and she's kind of standing close to you, and you can see the makeup, the caked on makeup. She gives your arms a little squeeze. Squeeze your arm. You must be one of Kurgus's flock.
She kind of nods once.
Well then, she looks around at the audience, the people in the seats, and with a big flare and her staff, and she slams it on the ground. Off to Nirvana with you! And she points her staff to this area right here.
Nirvana.
Off, Nano! Off you go! She hits you with this, not hits you, but kind of pushes you along with the staff.
We can't move.
Oh, you're frozen in.
Not before she casts Mass Hold Person.
That's just Kanthi. That's Kanthi.
Oh, I see.
Oh, Kanti's headed to Nirvana. Oh God.
That's right. She was squeezing your muscles, saying you're one of Kyrgyz's flock.
Of course.
Okay. She
Gonna
looks over at Savara. Well, now, dearie, what's a woman like you doing in a place like this?
Oh, I go where Miss Jane asked me to go. I'm here to help her.
I see, a follower, not a leader.
Yeah, as you say.
Well, I think perhaps a trip in the maelstrom might shake you up a bit. Off you go.
But I need to stay with Miss Jane. But she needs me.
I dismiss you.
Yeah.
You go.
Okay. I'll be just over there. Yeah.
So
Okay.
she gestures to the section here.
Yes.
I'm sure it's all athletic checks over there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and you'll just pause once you get there. And she will look to Iolanthe. You're a strange one, aren't you?
Indeed, I don't have nearly as much makeup as you, though.
Makeup?
She smiles, revealing her two pointed teeth.
Hell. Do it. Hell.
Go to hell, baby.
Go to hell, literally.
I think. Sure I got it. With teeth like those, I think you'll be right at home. With the Daemons and Abaddon, off you go. She gestures for her Iolanthe to go here, or over there. If she chooses to go there, that is.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And then she's gonna kind of here. I take it you're gonna take the challenge then of this room? She'll look at Gwendolyn.
Sure, let's do it. I could use a nap.
She hasn't said anything to me, right?
Then she's gonna walk over to Elena and say, Parisian are you now?
I want to say like Elena's been like scanning the room, like doing the bodyguard thing, and then finally like looks at her like, yes.
I could smell the cheap perfume and accoutrements from here. Oh, and people chuckle in the audience.
I will give her a slow, unamused blink.
I'll bet you've got a set of tarot cards on you, or harrow cards, even.
I do.
Oh, can I call them, or what? I am the Grey Lady, after all, and I see all. Well,
Does she know why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Surely, Elysium will be a home to you. Second home to you. She points down.
That's right.
She looks at Gwendolyn and is like, gestures to the open coffin. And you hear glasses clinking. Clink, 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 clink. Gwendolyn goes, tell me what do you do?
Navarra is really uncomfortable with this coffin thing and is like barely biting her tongue to say anything.
Well, Gwendolyn?
Yeah, I'll get in.
Okay. Get in. Couple of individuals with some very crazy masks kind of appear. Kind of like bone creatures with long snouts and in black cloaks appear, and they cover up the coffin and hammer it all along, up and down. And then you can hear the sound of dirt as they are covering it with dirt from the grave. And then a dead silence falls over the area. Everyone is just kind of waiting and observing. How does Gwendolyn feel during this?
Gwendolyn is not here at the moment. It's Jane.
Oh,
So
okay.
Jane is probably in there, willing to like do whatever it takes to prove this lady wrong. She's very angry. It's not like it's dark in there for her, so she's just in there waiting, and has no fear of this being a permanent grave for her. Yeah, she's not claustrophobic. I mean, it's basic. If she was claustrophobic,
Not
she would
yet,
know.
at least.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just kind of sitting in there chilling.
Okay. Put your dice where your mouth is and roll a fortitude save.
Ooh,
Oh,
first
good
roll of the
piece.
night.
I believe in you. Oh, that was
I'm
almost so good.
I'm gonna
Um,
re-roll
your
that
point?
with 0 point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
seems pretty good.
That's
All
better.
right.
What's your result?
Better.
Just tell me what your
17.
final result is. 17. Okay. All right. Very
Okay.
good. So you're preventing. You're not hyperventilating, at least. Now you must give me a will save. Endure the claustrophobia.
Oh.
Natural one.
Re-roll
Oh
that.
my
Okay.
god. Oh boy.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
You know, technically not a critical failure though.
Well, depends on what the save is.
And-
It's a critical fail.
it could be a 19. You're right.
Mm-mm.
You're right.
Okay, so you start panicking. How does she manifest her panicking in a way that would obviously be, audible to others?
So she's still probably trying to control it, so she's just gonna start singing as loud as she can. Probably in like kind of a voice that sounds afraid though. she'll probably sing something. She'll sing a drinking song, like
Well, that sounds like you succeeded and you're just showing off. How are you panicking? How do people
That's
know
panicking.
you're
She's trying to
freaking out?
retreat.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, so
Okay, but
in other
what
words,
makes it like to show that it's a failure?
it's the way her voice sounds. It sounds like
Okay.
she's like panicking. It's not like she's singing well.
Right.
She's like,
Okay. Gotcha.
it's
Her
so
pitch
it
is
sounds
not
like,
as good as usual.
yeah, her voice is like, she's missing notes and like not singing at a constant, thing. Like she's singing, but
Yeah.
it
Wavering.
sounds like she's, panicking.
Okay. So then the coffin, you could easily push it open. It's not nailed down.
Yeah, I'm trying to not do that.
Mm-hmm. But you failed the will save.
I know. Wasn't sure if there was like, I don't know, something else I could do. But it sounds like no.
I mean, if you failed the will save, it means you. It's an audible. It's an obvious failure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I get out.
Stay there and start suffocating.
Okay, so you much like the one before you, you burst out, and everyone kind of does the same jeering. You get a few bits of applause as you were in there a little longer than maybe the last person. So maybe you got some cred there, but not as much as you would have liked to receive.
Savara lets out an audible sigh of relief.
He's alive. Okay, so now let's shift it over to Kanti. As this kind of shimmering wall awaits.
He's gonna glance back, trying to make eye contact with anybody else in the party, but they're all so far away. She sees Jane, them like the lid. Okay, she'll step through.
Okay. Stepping
I don't
through.
know where the entrance. Oh, there we go.
Right there. You walk into the wall. So the walls of this room are painted with rolling hills, pastoral forests, and floating temples. The tables, bar, and seats in the room are mostly carved to look like tree stumps and other natural phenomena, save for the raised stone dais in the center, which has a squared off surface inset with lit torches.
Is there anybody else in this space?
No one is in the space. No.
But there's an open bar.
There's an open bar with a burly bartender behind it.
Okay, so she's
Yeah, there are other people seated here.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
But there are no tables. Everyone kind of has their drinks in their hand, and also you enter, and kind of all turn their attention to you.
She's gonna step up to who's ever sitting on the log north of her.
Okay.
Grab whatever they're drinking, like the cup right out of their hand, throw it back, and then she's gonna step up onto this dais.
Okay. All right.
No fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Here's the little death.
And everyone kind of starts to murmur, and they all look from you to the bartender. who
This is a drinking competition. I just gave myself a handicap.
the bartender who is
It should count as your first one.
kind of looking you straight in the eye. He's a human. Really fucking guy's got muscles. You're wondering
Gives
how
him a
he
lot of
can
respect.
even, pour drinks with that many muscles.
He's
And
like,
he's-
he
Reach
can't
over
touch
his
his
head.
Yeah,
hands.
he can't.
Yeah, he's just finishing up, like cleaning a glass or whatever, and he sets it aside. Kind of looks like almost bored. Goes over and the wall hangs his takes off like his shirt, hangs it on the hooks, and steps into the ring with you.
Nice.
Kanti will do the same.
And everyone is like, whoo, 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 as they all start stomping on the ground. And you realize this is like some sort of arena.
Kind of like
Everyone is
rolls
watching.
her shoulders. In one hand, she takes off her overshirt and like throws it onto the ground to the side. Breathing heavy.
Okay. So this, and he takes on a pose which you've seen used before. It is a wrestling stance.
Does it stand to the mountain with a guy this big?
This looks like this competition is going to be a wrestling competition.
Ooh. Okay. She cracks her neck. Hands out to the side, hands open.
And as I said, wait, did I say that? Hold on. Yes, there are lit torches all around. You can feel the heat. On the floor itself is even feeling like kind of hot. You're wearing shoes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Feel the heat burning through the soles of your feet. So, the way this wrestling competition works is that you're going to start off like in a wrestling kind of position. Like you're going to be grappled already in a way.
Oh.
Okay.
Or like Greco-Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like Greco-Roman. Where
It's a little erotic. Yeah, I guess
Should have gone wrestler archetype, man.
I get it. I should have gone Titan Wrestler.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, you're basically going to grapple with this guy.
Okay.
Um,
We both like move forward, locked, arms around each other.
When to become one.
so you may go first to start the grapple, or as the
Grapple-y.
the contest begins with a flash of the torches.
Athletics?
Yes.
About 28.
Ooh. Very nice.
Wrestling she can do.
Okay, and you pin him to the floor. Pow!
Yeah, and that and one quick move, she knows that men like this typically only focus on upper body, and she goes for the legs,
Mm-hmm.
sweeping just quick enough to knock him down.
You can feel the heat as you press him to the ground. And everybody's like, oh, like really
And the
impressed by that.
saxophones start playing.
There's this like smirk on her face
Yeah.
as a sweat drips from her forehead onto him.
Yeah.
But okay, then you basically like you pinned him, so then you release.
Yeah, stand up. Mm-hmm.
And then he gets the advantage position. And will now attempt to grapple you.
DC 18.
Okay.
Oh man, that could have been a crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. So he flips you as well. You kind of twist a bit, lessen it, and you hit the ground, and you feel the searing heat off that floor. You take 5 points of damage.
Oh no.
She scrambles up.
You notice that he did not take any damage. And everybody's like, cheering the
I took it twice.
the hero there. Now I need a will save from you.
Do you see this happening twice? Oh, my healing damage. I
Yeah.
once on either heal twice or that's so
Healed.
weird.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of times for me.
Oh. Okay. You said a will save?
Yeah. As the
Okay.
burning kind of freaks you out for a moment.
16.
16. Okay, you managed to maintain your composure.
She's a little shaken though. Stress just roll her shoulders again. Ah.
Okay. And
That's-
now one last roll in the neutral position, so both of you will roll opposed, basically.
Not playing fair, are we?
He just looks at you, doesn't say anything.
I think I'm needs a hero point.
Hmm?
Yeah,
That's tough. It's right in the middle.
I'm doing it. Shit.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Okay.
Got you, dude.
Hero points are burning us today.
This is the hero point furnace. Is this place?
Yeah.
Okay, so he does kind of come out on top, but everybody seems to be pretty pleased with the performance, and they all tip a glass to you. And he, oh, sorry, you take sorry, I forgot. You take more damage.
Ow.
4 points as you're grappling on the ground.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know why that's happening.
I undid
Yeah.
one to give myself the yeah.
Hold on. I may have a solution.
And give me a will save.
Okay. I'm gonna use my second hero point.
Oh,
I had
jeez.
to. This furnace, all right.
Okay.
There we go. 2.
All right, so you managed to hold it in again, and everyone is kind of listening and watching, waiting for that, the scream, eagerly, almost too eagerly. But it doesn't come, and they all give like here's some soft clapping, maybe some tinking of glasses again, some hoots, some stomps, and the bartender offers his hand and helps you up and gives you a nod.
This
And then-
blister like along her side starts to form, like, where some of like the undershirt kind of
Yeah.
got singed.
It gives you a it gives you a nod and kind of a like well done kind of thing, one or to another maybe, and then heads back to the bar, puts his shirt on, and you notice he doesn't have a single mark on him. Goes back to serving drinks. One thing I forgot to mention, in this place there are like people who are obvious, like security. They're like standing around not drinking. They're all wearing like different masks, like angels and demons and psychopomps and the like. Just kind of watching. silently.
Is
Okay,
the
yeah.
audience a psycho, or is this in addition to the guests?
No, these are like people that
We
are
might
just
not know if they're
standing by
masked.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not participating. They're observing.
Psychopomp cosplayers.
And
Oh, sorry.
and all the heads kind of like go from you, and they turn to this woman in the far end. She has very pale skin, is bald, and has an eye patch. She oh, there are tables. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said they weren't tables. The seats.
I figured they were all
the
sitting
tables.
in
The tables are the stumps, and the seats are around the stumps. Okay. Yeah, she's sitting at one of the tables there, and raises a glass to you. And hold on a second.
Maybe you got a patron.
She'll kind of give a, after being helped up, she'll grab a glass off the bar and kind of return return the favor.
Okay, Angelina Jolie.
Right?
Captain of the world
Is
of
that
tomorrow.
enough eyeshadow?
I love the art in this book. In this sketch.
She's been a long time on that eye. I guess if you only have one to do.
Yeah.
Lean over to the bartender.
That's a good point. Which has an artist's choice there for sure.
Yeah.
And after kind of like raising her glass to this individual, she kind of leans to the bartender, who I assume has gone back behind the counter. And she goes, "If my friends asked, I won, right?"
Okay.
And I give him a pat on his arm, right, Kurgis? It downs it.
Okay. Now we're going to cut to Savara. She stands outside the maelstrom.
Okay. So do I need to step in?
Yeah, I'll just move you in. I don't know if you'll be able to.
Yeah, I
do
was gonna
that.
say there's a wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
step
how very
into
pretty.
A room. Yes. Where spinning multicolored lanterns paint the walls, and denizens of this room in a disorienting riot of kaleidoscopic shapes.
Y'all, it's a disco party.
Yes. A gnome in the corner plays discordant tunes on what appears to be a pile of scrap metal. And the bartender wears an entire taxidermy swan as a hat.
Oh. Hello.
There are hookahs all on the tables, and people are just adding to the smoke and the multicoloredness of the this chamber. You hear ding dong ding dong ding. This terrible, discordant music playing. It kind of grates against anybody who's got a good ear for music. It's like, ugh, chalkboard nails on it.
Yeah, Savara kind of winces. I'm sure she probably had some music lessons at some point.
Okay, so what you can do, what the fuck? Just lost it. One second. So you have, I'm gonna, since something just jumped into it, it worked out, but if you want to know how the rooms kind of function, you can engage some of the people or the bartender or whatever, and maybe find out what it is the thing to get to the patron.
Okay. I think being right here next to all the hookahs, Savara probably like wants to get so she's not like standing directly in the plume of smoke. So she'll move deeper into the room. Is there like a bartender here or something?
Yep. He's wearing the swan taxidermy
Oh yes,
swan.
the taxidermy swan. What would Savara know about like whatever? Is there something I can roll to like figure out what's going on here plane wise?
Arcana or
Sure. Yeah.
planes knowledge.
Yeah, I know. I mean society? If they're I don't know. Or Arcana, yeah. Either one.
Religion. Arcana.
Well here, I'll do this and then you can decide. How about that?
Oh, knowledge planes, right?
Right.
Remember that?
Wait.
Plains lore. Because I feel like just from her kind of sort of extremely well-rounded education, she has she understands what's going on with all the different planes being represented and everything.
Right. So these are the outer planes.
Right.
They comprise the outer sphere. And the maelstrom, which is what you are in, is what kind of is the space between the planes.
Okay.
Where it's completely chaotic. These lands are untouched by gods. They're also referred to as the outer sphere. I'm sorry. No, that's something else. The outer rifts. I think that's what I'm thinking of. It's probably one of the oldest planes ever in existence.
Yeah.
And it's tend to be inhabited by very chaotic creatures, very random.
Oh, that is a challenge for Savara.
Yes.
Nice choice. Okay.
What happened? Something happened. I missed it. Nothing. I get these noise alerts.
Oh.
Twitch, but I don't know what it is. I'm sorry.
What's going on over here at the like northwest, like 10 o'clock?
Okay. 10 o'clock.
Food?
Northwest.
It looks like
Oh, this over here?
Yeah, that it looks like food.
Yeah, that's that is where the gnome is playing that discordant music
Oh.
on a pile of scrap metal.
Okay. So it's like when a kid bangs on pots to make.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so she's gonna walk over to the bar, I guess, and approach the swan hat person and say,
Try not to crack up.
yeah, and say, so this room is meant to represent the maelstrom.
That's right, dearie. You look out of place. You must have really pissed off the Grey Maiden.
No, I hope not. But
Hookah?
no, thank you. do you know what it is I'm supposed to do in here?
And they're gonna look at you askance. Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think we're rolling hot here.
Y'all, last night in my D&D game, I actually lost count. It was either 4 or 5 natural ones. Several of them on
Ooh.
consecutive combat turns. It was awful. So I'm really hoping that maybe I got that out of my system, but we'll see. Yeah.
Okay, so well, you look real out of place here, and I kind of feel bad for you. So all you got to do to get on the Kadiran's good side. Over there, that's Sharam and Hala Mazula. Points to table right next to you guys, kind of like right here.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a pair of Dirans just sitting back and smoking their hookah and relaxing. Maybe a brief eye contact for a moment. He reaches into the bar, pulls out a hookah.
Figured that was it.
Well, the two of them, two brothers, they keep this one here just for folks like you. What do you say? Are you up for the challenge?
Oh, I have to. I suppose. I suppose okay.
Just while you're stammering, some of the other guests are see what's going on when he takes the hookah out, and they all be like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." They all start doing this weird, random noise, and other people like, like they're all making random noises that are just like creating this cacophony of sound.
So is that something she would? So she has, her family is of Kellish descent.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that she would recognize culturally as significant, or?
The hooting and the hollering and all that?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But it does fit with the chaotic nature of the Maelstrom.
Okay.
The Maelstrom is chaos personified.
Okay. Yeah, that's why she's feeling super. Okay, yeah, so she's like, I think she kind of sways a little bit, like.
There is a little bit of like a Kelishite Kadiran, Kazmarian kind of vocalizations in there. It does resonate a little bit like that.
Okay. Yeah, so, and I think maybe all this like ambient smoke is starting to get to her. And so she sort of just like reaches out, like almost like she doesn't know what her hand is doing, and like takes the hookah and
shit.
and then like chokes, coughing on it.
And he takes out a little wand and lights the hookah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You've probably seen these used before. So
yeah.
Maybe even partook maybe as a just as a I guess it's not like a forbidden thing, it's
right. No, she just is very like, she doesn't get drunk or high, like it's all very much a social thing. Like, she might have a glass of wine
Mm.
if it's a social occasion or something.
Set you here to loosen you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this was perfect room.
So
Perfect worst room.
yeah, you inhale.
Yep.
I do not
Yeah.
inhale. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
do not
she
inhale.
she probably gets a full
Uh-huh.
lungful and then like
Right.
chokes.
And then she realizes I did too much.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see that fortitude save.
Okay. Come on, cat, get out of the way. Once I get use of my hands, I will roll you a fortitude save. Okay.
That cat. Oh. Mine's asleep, or I would do the same.
Oh,
Let's re-roll that because that's what we're
Okay.
doing, and then it's gonna roll a 6 instead of a 5 or something.
Come on, you gotta break our luck.
I gotta. Did we get a new hero point at the beginning of this? I mean, that's a little
Hey,
better.
It's better.
Probably still a fail.
Okay,
Which
so
honestly,
she holds it in. You hold it in. Oh my god! What is this? This is not. First of all, it is most certainly not tobacco.
yeah,
The wacky tobacco.
yeah, the devil's weed.
The
The devil's in
world starts to spin around in circles. You become stupefied too.
Cool.
Ooh,
That's rough,
that's rough, buddy.
but it tracks.
As hallucinations begin to manifest.
Yeah, cool. What am I
And it
hallucinating?
blends in with all the lights and the colors in this room.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You guys can't see in here, right?
No.
I'm watching the
So-
stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they can see it on the
'cause
screen.
I could just drop the token here. I don't know if making you
Oh.
guys invisible will allow you to not see it. Probably. Okay. Yeah.
Agents.
Ooh, that's cool as hell. I've been staring at black blobs this entire time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You mean
Yeah.
not watching the stream?
I know. What the hell?
What the hell? There should be at least 5 viewers at all times.
Why would I watch the stream? I am in the stream.
Promote this guy.
I don't need to watch the stream.
Okay, I think that fixed it. Can you guys still see now?
I see.
I know
Well,
you
no,
can see.
Savara's the. Whoa.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay,
Just
cool.
thinking about this is making me feel.
Yeah, like whoa.
I can see
And
just my
things are
Nearby.
floating. The colors take shape and begin to just. And you just you spit it out, and maybe it comes out of your nose.
Oh yeah,
But it's not a terrible failure, so people seem to be impressed.
yeah, but no, her throat is burning.
How's Conti doing in here?
Oh, I thought you bring us in here. I'm sorry.
You're
I
still
couldn't
over
see
there.
what it is.
You can see if
You're
you
not
can.
allowed.
You should be able
Just
to
watch
see
the
through
stream.
the agent's token.
Yeah, but we can't see through our base token now.
Oh, I
Wait,
can
no,
only
I
see
just
through
have to
copy, and
click off
I
of her.
can't see. Wait.
Oh, all right.
I'm good.
I'll watch the stream.
Okay. And the two Kadirans seem impressed, and they kind of slide a chair over for you to sit at the table. And
She sort of stumbles over and whoa, what just happened? Oh, look at those red eyes, dude.
Yeah.
He'd been in this room a long
and
time.
this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah. They look
yeah.
like the devils came for their decaps.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then we're
mhm.
going to cut
Oh, okay.
to.
So okay, yeah. Cool. That's it, huh?
These are the guys
Well, for-
my
for
parents
the
warned me
moment.
about.
Okay.
To Iolanthe, maybe? Let's go to. Yeah, let's do in the order. as she is on the edge of. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have her as. Let me fix her character.
Abaddon, right?
Yeah, but I need to move her for the party and then change traditions. There we go. Okay. Did it? Yeah. Okay. As she steps into Abaddon. Should be able to see through the token.
Yes, I can.
Well, everybody should.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Weird.
That's what the stream's for.
Yeah. Vision is enabled. Oh, I see. There we go. That should fix it. This nearly empty room is notably colder than the others. Guests sit on the bare stone floor or chunks of rubble. The walls are painted with scenes of a vast wasteland and erupting volcanoes. A spherical light fixture on one wall only barely illuminates the room thanks to a dark circle of metal that eclipses it. A horse skull mask obscures the bartender's face as she sits cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by her bottles and a single conspicuous half-full chalice.
She's Iolanth's just gonna walk in and kind of like head held high, kind of like survey everything. You know, the whole I think I'm better than you kind of situation. That's what she's doing right now. And then she's gonna head over towards the bartender, and I guess I'll take a look at the glass or the chalice.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell what's in it?
Not by looking at it. It looks like some kind of liquid, dark in color.
Okay. I guess I'll keep my eye. Iolanth will keep her eyes on the bartender as she reaches for the chalice.
Iolanth is gonna reach for the chalice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh. It says through under the mask. Wish to face the plague chalice, eh? We have a contender. And the other individuals all get up from their seats. And kind of form almost a procession to the chalice and pour the remainder of their drinks into this chalice.
It's a king cup.
You swear that you could think maybe you saw someone spit in their thing before.
No. She'll just watch them all come up with like a slightly manic pointed tooth grin. Just kind of like.
And then the bartender will grab the chalice and look over the bottles as if pondering, selects 2 bottles, uncorks them, pours the contents in, gives the glass a little swirl. page. Um, yeah, and swirls it around a bit and then kind of like reverently presents it.
All right. I will take it, and I will maintain eye contact with the bartender as I attempt to drink it all.
Okay. I need a fortitude save.
Buena suerte.
This thing is disgusting.
Ooh, that's a pretty good number.
That's a good
though.
roll. All right,
Yeah.
you managed to feel the burn and it goes down. But it's so nasty. You need to give me a will. You need to give a will save to keep a straight face. Okay.
I have to be honest with you. I've had rotting corpses that taste better than this.
And everyone's kind of watching and waiting to see if you expunge it.
Yeah, she tries to keep it down and just kind of makes a show of being like, ugh. Ugh.
And after a few seconds, people will all give you nods. No, there's no like sound of a pray. There's no cheering or clapping. They just all give silent nods and all look to the elf who is on the other, the northern end of the room. Who is kind of leaned over on the table. With his head like kind of over his arm, perhaps passed out, then raises his head up and kind of tilts and swirls a bit and sees that everybody's looking at him, and then kind of looks around to figure out what's going on, and then sees Iolanthe, and he like rolls his eyes and leans back against the wall. Gotta do that, and then this is that guy over there. Kind of looks like that.
Fucking budget Elrond. Yeah. Cyrus.
He's also drunk.
Okay, and now over to Elena.
All right.
About to enter the fields of Elysium.
Apparently.
All right, ka-chunk.
Wish that was me. Elysium, hell yeah.
Let's see if this works. Just put you there. So this room has murals of impossibly high mountains and endless forests cover the walls here, while marble sculptures of winged snake women curl around the pillars in the corners. On one side of the room, a live griffin. Yes, there's a live griffin in this room. Is chained to an artificial nest, glaring at patrons and snapping at tossed scraps. while waitstaff dressed as Callistrian clergy maintain a careful distance. And you know anything about Callistria?
I do.
She is the goddess of lust and
And
revenge. And revenge. So they are very
Perennial pair.
very seductively attired. You know, we're going full on Playboy Mansion setup.
Got it. Also, one of the few deities who's consistently able to trick archdevils out of contracts, which I think is really rad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, walking in,
Uh-huh.
seeing. Go ahead. You can finish.
No.
your description.
That's it.
Oh, tables. Are there people there?
Yep.
What are they
There's
doing?
patrons here. They're seated at these 4 like long tables, with these really nice platters of fruit and ham, and it looks like there's plenty here. This is a land of plenty.
Is there like a bar or?
There is no bar here.
Okay, I'll attempt to flag down one of the wait staff. Get her
Okay.
attention and just. Do you do this for all new people, or is this a special thing for me?
She tilts her head. She's like, I don't know what you mean, my friend. Do what exactly?
no. Your grey lady out there sent me to Elysium. I just reward for having a hero deck on me. And, I was just curious if this was like the thing.
Well, here at Elysium, this is the ultimate expression of freedom and compassion. Love, art, expression, that is all we care to do here. You wondering about the challenge, is that it?
Give me a second. I'm What would is there like an animal handling equivalent here?
Nature.
Nature? Okay, got it. Got it. It's a thing I am trained in. I'm not very good at it, but I am technically trained in it.
I think that's a
Sure.
skill action for nature, isn't it? Handle animal.
Sure.
It's not.
I
Yeah.
don't...
Yes. Yeah, you have to have a feat to well, no, you have to. Shit, what's it called?
Command an animal.
Command an
an
animal.
animal shows up on the
Yeah.
basic action macro. I didn't know
Yes.
what was just like, hey, I'm chill, don't bite me kind of thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just a challenge. Sure. What's the challenge?
All right. Well, let's see how you came off. Well enough with this wait staff. Give me a diplomacy check.
Absolutely. Here goes. We will
Get
re-roll
out!
God.
it. We will re-roll it. 13. Not great.
Okay.
No.
She wants to be rough around the edges, and I think she lays it on a little thick.
She gives you a little smile. Well, you see right over there, that's the dwarf there. And she points to a dark-skinned dwarf. There's Amelsetnez. He's the patron of this particular plane. You want to get on his good side? And she looks over to the griffin. It's like snapping at people and that griffin is it's not as wild as it looks. He's what does he say? Call it half trained. He says all the time. wise enough to know that, ripping the heads off of the clientele would cause problems. But it's not too happy about being held captive. I'm sure you can understand. We all value freedom here.
Of course.
Basically,
Can I?
you can put your head inside the beast's mouth. Well, that would certainly appease the old dwarf.
Okay. Thanks. Then, just kind of like under her breath, Yelena will be like, "What the fuck did Hero have to do with any of this?" I'm gonna roll recall knowledge on Este Griffin.
Okay.
How smart are we talking here? What do I know about griffins? Like general knowledge, I think is literally all. If there's like a specific quirk, like a weakness or something.
Okay.
I want you to be like weakness. Tall, muscular woman with white hair.
I'm not tall.
So,
Ooh,
you
so
griffins
close.
are they're a common creature in myth and lore and fables and the like. They are often considered to be regal beasts, revered as symbols of freedom and strength. Obviously, they are physically striking. This is, a eagle with a lion's body. Right.
Okay.
People have used griffins as mounts, as they are very capable. They are able to be trained from a young age, and they are exceedingly loyal mounts once they are broken, so to speak.
Okay.
Among the smartest of animals, and possess a wisdom not normally afforded most animals. That's why they make such good mounts.
Okay. Get my head inside the griffin is what she said. All right, I'll begin to make my way over. As I do, I guess I'll like grab like a little half-eaten dinner roll out of some patron's hand. Just like casually as I walk by, just pluck it out while they're trying to take a bite. As I make my way over to just outside striking distance to the griffin.
Okay.
Before I do anything,
And immediately is noticing you as you approach.
I'm gonna try to approach non-threateningly, right? Just arms out slowly, no sudden movements. How securely is it chained?
Secure enough to keep it from escaping.
Okay, I mean, like, I didn't know if it was testing its bonds and like it was like an actual hardcore heavy dealy thing, or if it was mostly just like kind of there, not really.
No, it's chained.
Okay, but okay.
It's secure.
All right. Can I get a gauge of like how it's regarding me? Is it like wary? Is it hostile?
It's just kind of staring at you right now. Could
This
pounce. Okay, you feel that it's just kind of looking at you. You're not really sure what to make of it.
So I'm gonna talk low and quiet. Say, hey, I get it. This sucks. Hopefully, in time, it won't. For the time being, you good? Like kind of like like that. You good? Huh? Kind of reaching a hand out and trying to be like as gentle, offering the bread out to it. So
Okay.
would that be like a command animal? Would it be like a diplomacy again? They're the same theoretically for me.
what are you trying to get it to do?
Right now, I am trying to get close to it without it snapping at me. I am trying to make it so that it does not perceive me as a threat that needs to be attacked because I need to get close to it to do stuff.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get
So that would just be a nature check, basically. Just
nature. All right, I can do that. Is it hidden?
no.
Okay. 10.
Okay. It doesn't snap at you. It allows you to get closer.
Okay. I'll offer the food to it. Does it take it?
Yes.
Then
Everyone,
I'll
all eyes are on you now.
Then I'll like kind of look back and gesture with the patrons, like toss me an apple, like sit here.
Okay.
Grab the apple out of the air. I'll take a bite, like I'll nod to the thing, and before I offer it, I'll like offer the back of my hand for it to like sniff and regard first. I guess I don't know if I should be pausing, but that's basically what I'm gonna try to do is like introduce myself to the animal, get it used to my presence, let it like understand
Right,
my scent
yeah.
until I ask it to open its. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. If you want to shortcut it in some way, you can, but
Right.
Right now
Well,
I'm
you've
just describing
made the check already. So anything else is just describing it until you take the final step.
oh, okay. Gosh, I don't know. Would it be just another nature check?
If you're going to try to get it from, yes, to allow it to, for you to stick your head in its mouth, then yes.
Okay. All right. I will try to do so. Here goes nothing. We'll re-roll it. It's gonna be hard to do worse.
You guys.
What a night for us there, finally.
Oh, that'll do. That'll
Okay.
do. Okay. So
Yeah.
the creature opens its mouth and you gently
Stick
stick
my
your
head
head
in.
and you
It's
can
gonna kiss.
feel the hot breath.
And I'll take my head out slowly. I'll feed it the rest of the
Just kind
apple.
of
pat it
blinks
like-
at you and
Yeah, I'll feed it the rest of the apple. Give it like I'll scratch it underneath
Uh-huh.
its shit, where all animals like to be scratched.
it opens its
Oh,
wings and
okay.
rears up and everyone gives a nice round of applause from all those gathered.
I'll
And
step away.
even the dwarf is on his feet clapping and then kind of gestures a hand to a spot on the table where he looks down and the people that he was sitting with kind of look at him and he looks down at them and they understand what he's trying to say and they get up and leave.
I'll sit across from him. I'll give him a nod.
And there's a sexy boy right there.
Whoa!
Wow.
That's handsome
Hell yeah!
chunkery. Okay.
Hot as hell too. All right, I'll sit down across from him. Well, it's a very impressive piece that you have.
All right.
I'll
And
enjoy
then
my
we
time.
will go back to Wendelin. Where is Wendelin? Oh, there she is. She's at one of the tables. Okay.
I've hidden.
Yes.
She's in
Never
the
finds me.
coffin.
So, what does Wendelin want to do? She can try to figure out who the patron of this area is, or since she has been judged, she can proceed to. She's gone through the challenge. She wasn't judged, so she can go to anywhere she wants to go.
Is there any room that she didn't direct us to?
Well, there are a few, yeah.
I guess
This is a room in itself as well that has its own patron.
Okay. It's not the gray lady?
Nope.
Okay. I guess I will try to go over towards the bar.
Okay.
and see if I can, I'll try to play a little humble and like be like, well, I definitely wasn't as ready for that as I thought I'd be.
And the bartender, who is wearing like another psychopomp style mask, and you did better than most. Don't take no shame in that. Yeah. What do you have?
I don't know what you recommend. How about that?
Dealer's choice, eh? Okay. And he makes this drink. Grabs a few bottles, swirls it up, spins the bottle in the air, catches it, shakes it. Yep. Smiles the whole time, but you can't see him because he's wearing a mask.
He has like 3 glasses lined up in a row, and he somehow pours into all 3 at once.
Shotskis! Okay.
You're getting your shots ready for your friends.
Well, now. So he hands you the drink. It's kind of steaming a bit.
I don't know if we're supposed to tip here. I'll throw him a coin. And I will cheers and just, take kind of a hesitant sip, but like a sip nonetheless.
Okay.
So, what else you supposed to do in this room, or is it just about getting buried?
This is kind of a neutral territory here, but patron is pretty inconsequential as far as some of the other regulars go, but give me a diplomacy check. She says.
She looks at you dead in the eyes. Roll 1d20 and add your diplomacy modifier.
Is this a high-ranking criminal?
Could be, actually.
Well, if it is, I get a +1.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Buddy.
Wow.
Oh!
Oh,
Okay.
yo!
All right, the tide has turned. Okay.
There goes my fort save for when I'm not
Right.
gonna die.
If you're looking for a meeting with the patron, I think you've earned it. She's right over there. She points to a diminutive halfling, female, also dark-skinned. Give me a check. Give me an underworld check. An underwear check.
Oh, for
Hey,
underwear.
that's a different thing.
saxophone.
What do you roll for underwear check?
Thievery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Do you want? Well,
You're
I
sexy.
have.
You're all sexy.
I have
Sexy
underworld lore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Underwear lore.
Do
Okay.
you want
Yeah.
a secret though?
Yes, always secret on the knowledge checks.
Someday my gladiator lore will come in handy.
One day.
Okay, all right. You see her. She is kind of hanging out. You recognize her instantly. As Layla Skandrabar.
It's weird that you'd recognize
That's
this
okay.
6-year-old.
Layla Kaizo name.
Yeah, right?
Skandrabar.
Endra.
She is a prominent Absalonian fence.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Layla the Fence.
She, facilitates the safe sale of stolen goods. And she maintains a network of traders. Who carry particularly identifiable items to distant ports. And she is pretty open about her business.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy meeting you here.
What are you talking about? I'm the bartender. I'm always here.
Oh no, I meant Layla over there.
And she is over here. Side of the bar.
And you said she's the proprietor, right?
She's the
No, she's
patron.
patron.
Oh,
Proprietor,
a
chairman,
patron, not the patron. Oh,
Okay, so now let's cut to Kanthi. Back in the fields of Nirvana.
I like to think that she's cleared off one of these tree stumps, and it's not the bartender, but it's like a random patron, and they're like arm wrestling, and it like cuts back to like mid wrestle. And I think she's like slowly making her way to this woman in the eye patch, you know, like moving tables, talking with people, like, and is like taking this momentum she got from the fight to mosey her way to the important person. Just like a bam. She slams the hand on the stump. The guy goes, ah, fuck. And she kind of like leans back in her seat, now right next to the eye patch lady. Hello there.
She kind of tilts her eye at you and kind of looks. She gives you the look up and down. Not much for subtlety, are you?
Ah,
No, definitely
be
not.
subtle when you're dead.
Well done against the brute, I must say. Many can face off so well against them, much less fight off the pain of the burning floor. If you buy me a drink, perhaps I'll toast to you. A sly glance, and a little smirk. Kind of crosses her leg over the other, kind of.
Kate kind of leans back a little, glancing into the main room. She doesn't see any of her friends out yet. She's like, perhaps I have some time.
Now, what can Cass Hamish do for you?
So polite for them to say their first and last name and then spell it in chat.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was a K.
Gotta love
it. I got the last name right, though. Do you come to this place often?
So
Wow.
Welcome here?
Really?
yeah. What? Can't
Um,
be terrible with women.
Love
She's
it.
like, internally, she goes, fuck. This place is... Look, I've never been here before, okay?
Ah, you could. You
Hold on.
really? You don't say.
I know, I'm a natural.
Now,
Are
clearly
all
the
rooms-
Erasmus sent you here for a reason. She
Are
doesn't
all the
seem
rooms
like
of
hostile. She seems kind of,
like, intriguing.
yeah.
Pharasma knows I can take a punch. It's nothing new. Our Lady of Graves. She kind of says it sarcastically.
Okay, well, as per the rules of this establishment, I'm obliged to answer any questions you may have.
What's your favorite room? Is it here in Nirvana?
This is my realm. I am the patron of this chamber. And let me tell you, Hoff does not give a discount to members from my particular organization. So my time is precious, and I'd prefer it if you didn't waste it with stupid nonsense. She gets a little serious.
Did you say Hoff does not give this? What? Sorry, could you?
Hoff charges a
people unheard.
premium for this role. Comes with certain advantages, but I must play his silly little games. So let's hear it.
I need to meet him. Hoff. All the cards on the table. There have been strange things happening in Absalom. You'd have to be, Chuma says the word blind, stupid, not to see them.
Well, this is the city of Absalom. Things happen all the time here.
And she kind of leans in, a little close, making sure no one's listening. More so than usual.
She starts yawning. Okay, that's nice. Is there anything else?
Yeah, get in the ring. Come on.
I'm afraid that I don't play these games very well. My skill lies more in
With your tongue?
the shadows.
With your tongue in the shadow.
Kind of goes to stand up. I'd love a meeting with your boss. That's it. I came here, I played the games.
Oh, you don't want to meet my boss. Little whelp. And if you think Jeremy is my boss, you're way out of line. I think we're done here.
I think we are too. She takes the drink from the lady, chugs that one too, slams it down, and will head out. Whatever was left in like the swill of the bottom of her cup.
All right. And she signals the bodyguards, and yeah, they make sure that you are escorted out. Okay.
Kicked out of
Failure.
Nirvana. That would kill me if he knew.
All right, now we're going to... Oh boy. Going to whacked out Savara
Yeah.
in the maelstrom, seated across from these two Kadirans.
Yeah, so she sort of collapses, like, into, like stumbles into the chair. And
Oh,
then,
brother,
like,
I think you've overdone it this time.
and then attempts to, like, fix her posture and Adira, and says, which is hello in Kelish, and then and she will continue to speak to them in Kelish.
Okay.
They said, oh, you've overdone it.
Yes, well, brother. Halan will say to Sharim, Halan, Sharim.
Oh, they have names.
Are their names visible? I don't know if they are.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, actual brothers. Cool.
And yes, you overdid it. I told you not to put so much pesh in there this time. But my brother, it is very, very important to have a sort of chemical creativity in our tinctures. And then he goes off to name some other drugs and substances that you've just inhaled. And you're just like, oh, that's great.
Yeah, and her head's kind of swimming, and she's trying to like make a mental note of all these things, and then just gives up because, it's too much.
Oh, I've heard of our manners, of course. You haven't. We shouldn't be talking over you, my dear cousin, if we may. What is it that the brothers Mozula may do for you?
And she quickly like searches her now that she's presented herself as Kelish. She quickly like searches her head for some sort of like appropriate name, and Rashana. Oh, and then she spouts off some 6-name long string of appropriate Kalashite names. Do you always put all of these substances in your hookah?
Not always the same ones, but not in that order either. But there's something to be said of mixing the recipe up on occasion,
Perhaps,
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Does it matter what order you put them in?
Oh, well, absolutely. This is a fine art.
I see.
My brother fancies himself, this is Sharem talking, he fancies himself quite the alchemist. I do enjoy the blends he comes up with. He takes a big hit from the hookah. Although I think I will skip the one that is currently in circulation.
It is very strong. And she's just like swaying.
Alright. So,
What?
how may we be of assistance to you?
What? And she's like, she knows there's things she's supposed to try and keep straight and trying to remember like what she is supposed to say and what she's not supposed to say. Yeah, think. Only it's like blonk, blink, blonk, like, have you, there's people missing. Have you seen anyone that's not here?
Missing? Oh.
Have you seen anybody who's not in this room currently with us
Yes,
right
exactly.
this moment?
Exactly. Yes. Have
All right.
you seen?
So give me a diplomacy check. You do get a bonus.
Okay.
That's a very good drunk
A
person,
hidden
though,
bonus
but-
for not completely failing the challenge.
Awesome. Not completely failing. Yeah, my diplomacy is.
You held it down, which impressed them. You just didn't keep a straight face about it.
Yeah, well. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Stupefied too.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, that stupefied hurts.
You know what? I'm sorry. You shouldn't be stupefied because
Oh, okay.
you're stupefied 1, not 2,
Okay. Well.
because you fought
then
off
that's
the
just-
effects. Yeah.
Okay, so then I guess that's
with
a
the
16.
bonus, that is enough to impress them.
Okay. At the very least, they probably think she's funny.
So yes, they're quite charmed by your mannerisms, and you know your highness, your highness. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
And you carry on a conversation for the next maybe 5-10 minutes, where they kind of tell you a few things like, first off, you're like, is this really happening? These two siblings start to kind of really give off the vibe that they're some serious conspiracy theorists.
Nice.
And they seem very smart. Like, you can see the intellect in them. You can appreciate that they are have considerable intellect, and they are just constructing elaborate arguments justifying completely outlandish claims, right?
Savara's on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yes. Amazing. Oof. High is probably the way to do that, though.
Went to the beach that makes you old.
Oh, whoops. Ignore that. Okay. Hold on 1 sec. Need a... Is that it? Here it is. Okay. Damn it. Hold on. Okay. There we go.
By the way, is there anything odd in this room?
Hey,
What
You-
isn't?
You are the oddest thing in
Yeah,
this
for
room.
real. For real.
And they go on to talk about how the famous underbrew served at Black Hills in Eastgate is made from fluids extracted from strange devices found in Numeria. And how Dedge Blackhill hires adventurers to scourge Numeria for these devices and draw fluids from them. And these fluids have an addictive quality that make the brew very popular. Once the drink is taken, the person needs more. And they're just going on and on about this stuff. And then they switch topics and they talk about how the Precipice Quarter was just under a cloak of illusion. That no earthquake ever happened 20 years ago. And that Beldrin himself created the illusion of the district's destruction to keep it for himself. That it's just simply too powerful for anyone to see past. And beyond the illusion is the perfect paradise that the district was in ruin. Was once in Beldrin's day, and that he invites specially handpicked people to pass on his craft of magic and illusions. That's clearly been disproven now, and it's like, that's what they want you to think. He says, it's a new illusion has been woven by Beldrin himself. How else could they, renovate the Precipice Quarter in such a grand fashion? Clearly it's an illusion. And they just go back and forth and back and forth.
It's the dragon and the kobolds in the sewer.
Yeah.
And I think a couple times she's like, that doesn't sound right. What, are you sure?
And then,
Wait. And then by the end she's like, oh, tell me about the whatever, crazy shit they're saying.
Oh, the Algolthus? Oh, yes, they're behind everything.
Oh no, they control the banks.
The ichthyoid masterminds have undoubtedly abducted
David
your
Icke
missing
got his-
persons to fuel their genetic experiments.
She's got her book out and she's taking notes.
I can't
on
wait
everything.
for her to see this tomorrow.
Yeah, if she can read them, but yeah.
It's like not
It
even English.
probably just says like, I don't know. It's
Just
a bunch of
circles and
scribbles,
patterns,
yeah, with a few random nonsensical words here and there.
Yeah, and then they go on talking about how there's plenty of
Oh,
drugs.
God.
There's plenty of call for drugs in Absalom. These people are obviously like some sort of drug peddlers, perhaps.
Drug maker.
Drug makers, yeah.
Mm.
They're cooks.
Who hasn't known a chef?
And there's always plenty of call for drugs in Absalom.
Yeah.
And the influx of all these adventurous tourists has only increased demand.
Mhm.
And as a result, they have several new clients placing wholesale orders. And then he's like, there's even that one. What was his name? He wanted all those soporifics and hallucinogens. He owns that very unusual, that place. What's it called again? The Golarian.
Galarian!
That's it. Yes. Oh, he was one of our most prolific customers as of late. He must be setting up his
Really?
hotel as some sort of drug den.
You don't say.
Yes.
Wow. That's very fascinating.
And that's kind of the extent of your
Okay.
conversations with them. It continues on into small talk, perhaps, but now let's go to Abaddon, where Iolanthe has successfully, with great fare, right? Did she roll that 20? Was that her? No.
No, that was me,
I felt that
wasn't it?
That she did
Iolanthe
something
also-
She
well.
rolled. I think she rolled a 20 on the. No, she got a 20. It wasn't a rolled 20. It was a dirty 20.
Yeah.
On the fort save, and then she did gotten like an 11 on the will save.
Right. She couldn't keep a straight face after drinking.
Right.
Okay. And now, yes. So now you see that the elf in the corner there on the end, is just kind of like leaning back as if, a little more awake at the moment.
I don't see the elf. By the way.
Oh, there he is.
I don't see elf.
Sorry. There he goes.
Oh.
Yes. Welcome. How can the patron of Abaddon help you? What can we do?
Well, my mistress Jane is new in town and is looking for opportunities to make new friends. And well, you all seems like such a friendly sort here. Again, big toothy smile. I wanted to get to know you better. Maybe we can
My
become.
tale is one of sorrow and despair.
She'll wave to the bartender to bring him a drink.
Yes.
Well, my shoulders are completely smooth if you need a shoulder to cry on, and my ear is always open.
My shoulders are smooth to cry.
Okay.
It's the worst than constantly flirting.
Let's see some diplomacy going on. You also get a small bonus for partial completion.
Ooh, she's not very good at this.
You are.
Okay.
Her shoulders aren't actually smooth.
You lied about the
They're
shoulders.
smooth like
Why
a
would
shark's
you-
skin.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that to me?
You got a stroke in the right direction.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. So you want to hear my story? Well, let me tell you something. The drink comes and he waits for the guy to drop it, and then bartender goes back to her little spot and sits amongst all the bottles. And he takes a shot. Actually, like 3 drinks. 3 little glasses get dropped in front of him. He takes a shot and it's like, it was only 1 month ago, and I was abducted by these terrifying gray-skinned beings. I could do nothing, but they had somehow paralyzed me while I was sleeping. They took me to their lair in the Undercity, and they conducted all sorts of strange experiments on me. No one would believe me, you see. Probably because I haven't been sober since.
I think I've seen those creatures.
He starts crying. He gets on your shoulder.
Remember, stroke outward, not inward.
I was once a notable thief. Now my life is in shambles. And here I dwell, doomed for all eternity in the wreckage of Abaddon. I feel more home here than anywhere else.
Truly, that is a woeful tale. Tell me, how did you manage to escape these terrible beings?
They returned me to my bed
Oh, did they
and left
probe
me.
you?
It's personal. What's enough about me? It is only my friendship with the proprietor of this place that I'm permitted to stay here in safety, away from this foul gray beings. Provided that I drink from the plague chalice, my tab stays clear. Even though Off claims to be my friend, I think I'm just here for entertainment. Takes another shot.
Well, I'm willing to be your friend.
That's very nice of you to say. Not looking for that sort of companionship right now. You have one drink left.
Well, a friend of a friend is a good thing to have. Perhaps you could introduce me to her.
I don't think you'd very much like me as a presenter. No. Off wouldn't appreciate that either. If you wish to speak with him, you may do so. You don't need to be introduced, you just need to impress him. The bowels of hell, where he dwells. Is that all then? Is that all you wish to know?
I think so. I'll keep you in my thoughts.
Okay. Very well. And he takes the last drink and plops his head down on the ground. It's out. Do keep in mind you're here to find out more than just a German Hof. You are here to gather information on missing people as well.
Yeah, well,
No.
To try to pry information on the missing persons.
Yeah, it's tricky because, like, as a player, I don't know where the line is between just, like, is it safe to just ask straight out?
Yeah, it's
Or do they
Hey,
expect
Pompey-
us to
Pompey gave it a
ask?
shot.
Or yeah, well, Savara did too, but I used the excuse that she was real fucked up. Because normally she would never have done that.
Yeah, it is. It's tricky. Like I tried to kind of impress that before another session where it's like, you're here to find German Hoff, speak to him, but you're also here to get information from the underworld about missing persons and such.
Right.
yeah. So I
try
guess
to be like, stuff's going on, and she's like, shut the.
Well, you just wanted to speak to German Hoff, and she was like, whatever, bye bye.
so I guess the reason I stopped where I did is because I thought I had found out the information of like,
There's where Hoff is.
There's somebody.
Yeah, well, you got
stealing
something.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because you were on the good side. Okay, so now we go to Elena, right? I think she's next. Yeah.
Yeah, she's sitting down across from really handsome, dark hair, dark skin
Yeah.
dwarf guy.
Give him a
The
number.
sexy beefcake.
A sexy beefcake. Yeah. Yeah, she says this is impressive beast you have.
So.
I don't think Serve heard.
Oh,
what
I
you
said hi, hello, hi. I sat down and I said that's an impressive beast you have.
I thought you were speaking to the
Yes.
character there.
And
Okay.
I'm not talking about the griffin.
Yeah.
I am speaking about the griffin. Yeah.
Yes, are you talking about the griffin or this specimen right here?
The griffin, though your stature is very impressive as well.
You're here alone, darling. You've got some proper childbearing hips there.
I appreciate it. No, I'm not alone. Truthfully, I'm not really sure why I'm getting so much fanfare. I have muscles. I am for hire. Someone hired me for my muscles. You know how it is. Not the most winsome.
Well, you've passed the test with flying colors and you've earned my time. Yet that it is limited,
What?
as is my patience.
Of course. What, tell me a little bit about what your time entails, if I may. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Everyone wants something, but I also am not quite sure who I'm speaking to. My name is Fiorina.
Fiorina. He thinks for a moment. That's a Southern Verisian name, is it not?
Yeah.
I've dealt with the Verisians on occasion, as I am what you call a procurement specialist.
Ah, I see.
Name Amoset Nez is known all throughout the Inner Sea. Let me write it
Is
down
it-
for you.
I'm a set Nez.
Gives you his business
Is it?
card.
Yeah, I'll take his business card. Is his name
Yeah.
all throughout the Inner Sea?
Oh, I see what you're doing here. All right. Yes, you are somewhat familiar with it. You've heard it before. He is known for basically being a procurement specialist, just like he claims. He gets whatever people want, no matter how
Oh shit.
rare, legal, or who owns it.
Oh shit. You're no Fasnez.
The
Of
one?
course I've heard of you. Wow. Huff keeps some pretty important guests, I suppose.
Let's see the diplomacy check.
Sure, I can roll a diplomacy check.
You get a big bonus for this one.
Right, hell yeah.
See, I think the object of this, not the object, the mechanic behind this is that if you complete the objective, you get a +4 on your diplomacy
Oh,
checks.
whoa, okay.
Okay.
Nice.
It's huge. It's huge.
That is huge.
So it's designed to provide people who are not trained in diplomacy to still achieve
a chance, a fighting
yeah.
chance.
That's nice.
Hi, I'm not trained in diplomacy. Yeah.
Okay. So
Truthfully.
that's an 18 there. Okay, so he
Really
kind of adjusts his posture just slightly, seems a little more open and intrigued, perhaps.
Well, truthfully, Mr. Anaz, I don't know that I need anything
Well, I do.
more than I am looking for someone. So I suppose.
And he snaps his fingers, and some of the Callistrian waitresses come, and he orders a couple of drinks. Please, I hope you will do me the honor of engaging me in drink and conversation.
Absolutely.
I would very much love to hear how things have proceeded, or how things have changed in Varisia. It's been quite some time since I've been.
Okay. Then I will weave for him a narrative, partially truthful about the state of the families in caravans in southern Varisia, and partially weaving myself into it completely, like a complete plausible fabrication of being kind of like low ranked in a family, fucking up on a job and having to strike out on her own, and sort of like making her way. And then she got hired by a very close friend of hers to look for a very close friend of theirs that went to Absalom, who she swears would never disappear on her, but yet she has. So here I am. I took a job to protect some woman and her whatever, and she wanted to come here, and so I said yes, because I needed to be in Absalom anyway, and she was paying my boat fare. So here I am, right? Hired fucking muscle, but enjoyed the conversation at least. And yeah, I will name one of the missing people on our list as the person that my real life friend who exists in a caravan in Varisia, who, the connection isn't there. I am lying about that part, but like I'll try to fill in as many parts with truths as I can to make it sound plausible.
Okay. All right. So you engage Almoset in this conversation. He seems genuinely engaged with you and interested in what you have to say. And you learn that his work as a procurement specialist often takes him into the Undercity. And you talk about how, fairly certain any sort of disappearances are the work of monsters from beneath the Isle of Kortos. Vagrants, and perhaps even undead, stirred up by that blasted festival. And that resurrection of the Precipice Quarter may have woken things that best left slumbering.
This is why I sleep in a caravan.
That's where I'm from. When the desert claims a city, you leave it to the ghosts.
There's things you don't fuck with.
You give me a society check, actually, just as a quickie.
Sure. Is this a hidden one?
No, you don't make it hidden. I know I just contradicted myself, but okay.
Okay, 21.
So yeah, you recognize this dwarf is a Pamet dwarf, which is an Osirian dwarf.
Oh, the Siriani.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, there's a subculture of dwarf from Osirian known as Pamets. Pahmets. So when he mentions the thing about the desert, it has weight. But that's far from here. I've done a number of interesting jobs as of late, such as acquiring that griffin for half, or putting some silly dandy in touch with a ooze crafter from Onepian.
Shit. What the hell is a silly dandy doing with magic like that? You know what? Forget I asked. I don't want to know. And then I'll take another sip of magic. She's like, actually, that is not something. But she's very curious. But yeah, of course. Anyway,
He's claimed to plan to use the creature as part of a unique garbage and sewage system. Makes sense. I tend not to ask too many questions.
Right, it's good for business and for survival. I found. I've gotten very good at selective memory.
Give me a. The game doesn't really have those kind of checks.
What's that? What are we feeling? Am I being charming? Am I lying? Am I trying to see if he's lying?
No. Give me a. Fuck. I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh, sure.
So
Blinder.
just, I don't think you can actually roll that, so just roll a d20. It looks like you have a 0 modifier, so.
Yeah, I do have a 0 modifier. 12.
Okay, you remember hearing something about an Nepian ooze crafter somewhere, but you're not sure where.
Wait, no. That's the dead guy. That is the first dead guy we found. Lilith remembers now. The first dead guy we found, the zombie that we fought, was an ooze crafter. Savara determined it based on the residue left on his sleeves.
Okay.
Are you just saying okay because I'm wrong?
No. I'm just saying that's fine. If that's what you remember, then that's what you remember.
We at least know.
Right.
Yeah.
We at least knew he was from Nex.
Next, and he had goo on his sleeves, right? He had like some slime residue, like.
And Nepian is in Nex.
Okay. Was his name on? Did we like link him to a name on the missing persons list?
No.
I'm going through my notes to see.
Okay. Elena will make note of the fact that she recognizes that, and belatedly, like, Savara's got a good head on their shoulders.
Not right now.
And I can't imagine she's in there like getting drunk or something. She's pretty straight edged. Inside my head. That certainly is a lot. Thanks for the heads up about the monsters and shit. If I can find proof of yes, I think my friend will be fuck, I don't want to give her bad news, but hey,
Yeah.
Do you think
that dandy was?
I didn't write down that part. I remember.
The dandy was what?
Yeah, how he was looking to build it in a. He said he wanted to put it in a garbage and sewage disposal system for his hotel.
Yeah, and have an ooze do it. Actually, okay. I don't know Absalom very well. I'm looking for someone, which means I'm obviously at a disadvantage. Hoff does, like, he's a fixer, right? Do you think Do you think I could go through him to like get a guy to help me? I've got a little bit of pocket change.
I'm sorry, what are you trying to ask him?
So Hop is a fixer, right? And so what I'm trying to figure
Hop
out
is not
here is
well, I guess he's a labor.
Hop is a labor
The
broker,
broker.
Right, labor
yeah.
broker,
right?
yeah.
Both legit and not legit, i.e., he fixes jobs. Like he's essentially the cyberpunk fixer. He has all of
Right,
his levels.
right.
In it. But like she's basically asking like she calls him a fixer because I think that's more crime family oriented. Just like, but she's basically asking like, would Hoff know a guy that could help me out? Because I'm not from here and I'm not about to go traipsing
Oh,
about.
you'll have to ask him yourself.
You think I could?
One of the interesting things of this establishment is that everyone here has a chance to sit at the table with the big players. Off being one of them.
Oh shit. Okay. And you being another one, I imagine.
Do you think, darling? It's forward.
I think No
Give
Fuss
shit.
Nez.
Smile.
I think No Fuss Nez is a name held
No
in reverence.
fuss, Nez.
No fuzz.
Yeah, his
no.
name's No Fuss Nez. Yeah, that's what we call you. No Fuss Nez. I think No Fuss Nez is a name held in reverence and appreciation throughout many a drinking establishment up in Aristan.
You honored me with your time, lady.
And you honor me with
Okay.
yours. I'll go see if I can get at the big dog's stable. I hope they don't bite like that one does. But maybe we'll have a
Aljava.
chance. And I'll
Aljava was the name
Java. Interesting. Well,
of the
we'll get there
Nexian
when we link up.
newscracker. Yes.
And she'll give a bow that's a little rough and awkward and leave him to let you back to your drinks and your whoever else you have. I've imposed enough upon your precious time. Thank you for the experience. By the way, I'm going to tell a lot of people about it and no one will believe me.
All right. Wendelin. Just need a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Can we bio?
so
Oh. Go ahead.
yeah, sure.
I'll say bio,
Yeah, and then I will tell you what little bit I found in my notes.
Yeah, Twitch stream went to be right back.
I remember.
Well, I'm glad I got useful information. And by getting useful information, I got kicked out.
I remember to move my my shit before
This time, yeah, I checked, don't worry. I'm less concerned on Monday or Thursday, but I figured on Tuesday you might want a reminder.
Yeah, I don't give a shit if my friends see it, but like if it's online, then I'll do my due diligence.
Yeah.
I have to do a final tonight and tomorrow. It's due at 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Ooh, good luck.
That is theoretically the last final I ever have to do for any course ever. Fingers crossed. Everything goes according to plan. I mean, I really fucking hope so. God. A very stressful quarter.
Yeah.
With all this hotel shit, that means that as soon as I'm done with the final, I gotta immediately book it home and pack up me and Nori. Is some shit.
Yeah. Speaking of stressful though, after last night, I just wanted to play more for like 3 more hours. So much fun.
What we played last night?
Runes
More
of
Runes of Aslan. Yeah.
Oh.
We're into book 3.
You're running it, right?
Yeah. A little over a year now, right? Just started
Yeah.
book 3.
Yeah.
Some shit has definitely happened. That's for sure. And right now, Lilith is playing. Looking for a photo of her. Oh, I should share the finished piece. Oh my god. So just a wait. I got I think I shared it before, like little like 8-bit gifs of some of the player characters. Finally got them all done.
Oh, the
artist-
pixel stuff.
Yeah, and the artist put it as like a fighting game, or yeah, put them all together in
That's
one
cool.
GIF. They're
So-
all freaks. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. So I didn't write down how we figured out what his name was, but
It was the autopsy, I think.
right. Well, so Savara was able to determine that like he'd been poisoned and stabbed and stuff. But then that was the corpse that Bolera brought Savara down to the morgue and was like, "Let me teach you some things."
Oh, yes.
And so she, Bolera told us that that she's found out more about the corpse. It was a Nexian ooze crafter named Aljava. But I don't know if she told us, or if so, I didn't write down
Gamjabar.
how we know what Gamjabar's name is.
But that's still that is a connection. We know the
I
fob.
think it was
We know
she
the
made some
fob.
inquiries with the Nexian, like an embassy.
Gotcha. Okay, and they were guessing that's who this is based on.
Mhm.
Okay,
Distinguishing
So-
features and stuff like that.
right.
Okay, so now we cut to Wendelin sitting across the table from a halfling. Both of you have your booster seats, and she just eyes you. Doesn't have to have much to say. She's kind of cautiously like looking at you. And you know who she is already.
So, Layla Scandrabar.
Oh, my reputation precedes me.
Indeed, it does.
And you are.
I am Jane. I am new in town and looking for friends.
That was some interesting vocals.
Oh yes, I learned how to sing.
Singing, is that what you call it?
Oh,
I guess
You just lose control of yourself, and it just has to come out somewhere. It's kind of like primal scream therapy. Ever heard of it?
suppose in your lands, wherever it is you come from, that's normal. But here it was quite a show, I must say.
Well,
Thank you for the experience. She tries to find a word for it.
I'm happy that I could at least provide some entertainment. So, what I was kind of heard some rumors about some things going on in Absalom that it seemed is unusual even for Absalom. Apparently a lot of people gone missing, even more so than normal. You heard anything about those rumors?
An inquisitive mind, indeed. Give me a diplomacy check. Now, do it now.
Now, it's not a tumor.
You get a
Mhm.
partial success bonus on this. Ooh, so close to that 18. Well, being in the business, she looks kind of bored. She goes on saying, being in the business of making things disappear myself, I believe these missing people might simply be folks cutting ties with their old lives and starting over. Absalom's the perfect place to lose yourself in the crowd.
Did you hear? Did you hear about what happened over at that? What is that? The dragonfly. I think the fantasy Asians build it.
Oh,
I don't know.
fantasy
Kenza?
Asians. Oh, are you in the market for some Menkayan goods? She raises an eyebrow.
I mean,
I've just run
honestly,
into a batch of stolen items. I mean,
Liberated.
misplaced items in the need of a good home.
That's
I am, but I was also kind of interested in the craftsmanship there. Like some of that stonework was really nice.
She's like, "Are you being serious with me?" In fact, I was
Yeah.
able to retrieve some very unusual stoneworking tools. In fact, from one of my procurement specialists.
Apparently, Pharasma has a reason for us meeting, and I'll like do like a little salute to like the
Oh, honey, baby, she says. Blows you a kiss.
clearly fate that we've met here this day. So, how do we go about setting up this deal?
I can get them for you if you'd like. They're quite a find, you see.
Oh, you mean like right here, right now? I didn't bring
No
enough
time
money
like
with
the present.
Well, okay, yeah. Why don't we bring them over? We'll see if we can make a deal.
But let's talk about what this is going to cost you. These are of very, very exceptional make, and it didn't cost me. It costed me a pretty penny, or perhaps 50. I got 50 sphinxes. 50 sphinxes. At least just to set up the meeting.
50 gold.
50 platinum.
Oh, 6 are plat.
Well, I
My
definitely
services don't come cheap.
the watch will cover that.
And
It's fine.
it'll cover more.
You have a work card, right?
Yeah.
It'll
you take
take a
plastic?
little more than a few seconds in a box to spend time with me in a professional capacity. And speaking to her, you know, she's big time.
Ooh, do I get a +1 because he's like high?
Yes, you're getting the bonuses. Yes,
Oh,
you
that's
are.
a 15 I got then, right?
Yep. Yeah, and she goes on to talk how business has been booming with the chaos of the fair. A lot of her, though a lot of her bounty tends to be low value, empty your pockets sort of personal effects from tourists. But she's been getting a steady stream of random things from an old acquaintance of her by the name of Ralso.
That name is very familiar.
which struck her as strange. Because pickpocketing and mugging seemed beneath her abilities as a capable thief. That's who gave her the Minkayan tools, in fact.
Huh.
It was Yalso or Jalso?
Ralso,
So, Rao, so.
the half orc assistant of the Galarian dude. Yeah,
Oh,
not half orc.
right. Okay, I knew I'd heard that name. Well, that's very interesting. Yeah, I would totally love to set this up. Unfortunately, I didn't come here with 50 sphinxes on me at the moment. Is this something we can set up a meeting time for?
A payment plan?
Well, how
Payment
much?
plan.
She's
We
It's
put
like,
him on
well,
layaway.
You intrigue me a little bit. At 25,
mean-
I'll set up the. I'll consider a meeting. Here and now.
25 platinum.
I don't have that much money, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry to say. Well,
Yeah, that's
it's been a pleasure. What's your name again? What's your character's name?
I hope someday to be able to do business with you, but I guess it's just not in the cards today. But I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
What's your character's name? Or your alter ego's name again? Is it
Jane.
what is it?
Jane.
Jane. Okay. Change that to. Okay, and she raises a glass and
Well,
signals
so
it's
you
time
and
for
I
you to
can't
go.
do anything, but I am looking for some extra workers in the city. Do you know anyone who could help me out with that?
You're just all over the place, aren't you?
I mean, do you see how bright this hair is? You know it doesn't stay this way just by sitting in one spot, dear.
I mean, anybody who comes to this club knows that's Jeremy Hoff's specialities.
Yeah, but I didn't see him around knows where. Like, can I set up a meeting with him here? Or do I need to
Well,
climb
to
back
do
in the
that,
coffin?
you've got to pass the test of hell. She glances over her shoulder, indicating this room right here.
And I don't suppose you'd want to share with me what that test is, huh?
Somehow Kanti's already inside.
All right, give me a diplomacy check.
I think Elena would be if it's right next to Elysium. I think she would just.
Yeah, and there are exits here also, like sides.
Oh yeah, I'll 100% just go that
good.
way.
Okay.
Get diplomacy.
Yeah, you'll find old Chairman Huff. In hell, well, he'll probably getting acclimated to what will happen once he really passes on.
Sick burn.
Planning is that. Planning's eventual.
And if you're
title.
feeling up to it, you can withstand one of his bizarre torture devices. I think the most recent one is the one I got from him over from Chanxia. Pair of butterfly boots. Quite devious devices, I must say. I wouldn't recommend attempting it, but you're that desperate to meet with the man.
I mean, no risk, no reward, right? And I've always heard that you have more fun in hell than you do in heaven, right? It's where all the fun people go. Does seem appropriate for someone making a deal, too.
Okay, so now that, well, what does everyone want to do now?
Oh, Elena's
Or within
heading
the
right
night?
to.
How
She's
long
heading
has it
to hell.
been?
Okay,
How
Yeah,
long has
because
it
like.
been?
it's been about an hour now since you've been here.
I think I need another fort save then.
No.
Okay.
You'll live forever.
Savara? Yeah, for sure. Can Savara at some point in her conversation with these charming brothers, like when they start talking about like who they're selling drugs to, she like leans forward and she's like, do any of the noble families buy from you?
That look in your eye is
Yeah,
terrifying.
Oh my god.
You're welcome. She wants some hot goss about like which nobles are buying drugs from these guys.
Is that what kids do to you?
Drive you to drink, yes.
Okay, one sec.
Making him work.
Making me work. God damn it. Have something for this.
Well, I'm putting money that this one's head up.
Might.
Comp isn't gonna check it out.
To zoom out.
I guess this is a question to you, sir. Like,
Mhm.
is this that hell? Can we go in the hell together? Or do we still have to send in a person?
You're free to go anywhere you'd like.
Okay.
We could, I mean, there's 4 more planes we could go.
Yeah, there are other planes to go to, including hell.
There are other planes than these.
So the brothers kind of laugh and chuckle and tell you that the House Avenstar is
You didn't
one of
say.
the more eccentric clients. That is the Elven House that heads the Courtesans Guild
Oh, well, I guess that would make sense.
and Absalom's Cult of Callistria. It's the only Elven noble house in Absalom.
Mm. Yeah, because there aren't that many elves. I know.
And they are on the council as well. Okay. So where does Savara, does she stay in here? Is she gonna go somewhere else into another room?
No, I think she'll stumble out at some point.
Okay.
You must pardon me. The smoke is lovely, but I don't think I can handle much more of it. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. And she sort of just like.
Okay. So does she go back into the main room, or does she go
Yeah.
into one of the side rooms?
Oh, are they connected? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I think she's trying to go back out to the main room, but she's turned around,
She's
and so
totally
instead
toxic.
she stumbles into this room instead.
Okay, so you
'Cause that's
enter
more
this
fun.
room here.
Oh dear!
And
Better not be a fucking jumping puzzle, because she's not.
All the tables in this room, I know we're wrapping up here. All the tables in this room are perfectly square and situated in a neat grid. Copper wire runs in geometric patterns across the walls, linking together tiny glass bulbs that blink and glow. A chalkboard on one wall holds a riddle written in large, perfect block letters. And as you're kind of getting a sense of the room, people are coming and going, so it's not like they don't, you pay much attention to you. But you hear some laughter that makes your heart skip a beat. It is like almost a cackle mixed with like forced laughter in a sense, where it's like, is this forced laugh? Is this a weird cackle? And you recognize it instantly, unfortunately, as it is the laugh of Lady Anasendra
Oh no!
Varabelle of House Marilla,
Oh fuck!
and she
Post
is
that.
Oh no!
she is one of the top tier members of the house that is poised to take over control of the house from Lord Salido once he passes, and that's going to happen soon. And she particularly, as you recall, is very cunning and capable. And she teaches stealth, observation, infiltration in one of Absalom's worst kept secrets, which is the Guild of Wonders, which is on a surface an old museum full of taxidermied creatures, but in reality, as those in the know, it is a house of spies and assassins. A school of spies and assassins.
So we're gonna get to find out how well Savara rolled on her costume, on her disguise.
And she's cackling at some foppish noble who is fawning over her, and as you look over to her, she makes eye contact with you directly, and you feel like she is seeing through you.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
With those eyes, those ever-perceptive eyes.
And Savara instantly sobers up.
A hot flash crawls down your spine, sobering you up.
No longer
this is
stupefied.
where we will stop for this week.
Oof. Okay.
Exciting. Also, huh?
Ralso. Yeah, we found out some shit tonight, y'all.
I was going to say, I think we've got like 4 leads to the Galeri Inn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
fucking
starting to look like what's his name? The proprietor of the inn.
Steam-powered Jarell.
Yeah, it's straight up drugging people, and then like somebody's killing them, and then Ralso's fencing their goods to the underworld.
Conti's made 0 connections. I think it's all been a waste of time.
Yeah, you got to wrestle with somebody.
Elena's gonna try to have FaceTime with Jeremy Hoff.
Yeah.
After
Alright.
God heaven. Can't be worse than this.
Okie dokie. Well, we're on for next week, yeah? Everybody's
Yeah.
good?
I think we're going to be having a
Okay.
showdown in the Rainforest Cafe. Alright.
I have to
Better
have
on,
those sound
folks.
effects for next time.
Yeah.
Alright, yo.
That was awesome.
Hey,
Bye.
take it easy.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Thanks for hanging out.